All right. So I got some bad news, gents. Right. I got some bad news. I got a I can feel it in my jimmies. Man, how does a multi-billion-dollar company not do this? Right? Can somebody explain that? My nostrils have crossplay, right? My nostrils have crossplay with my ears, right? I don't understand how a company into the billions of dollars is incapable of not only doing crossplay, but not even taking the one that they had in MK11 and simply just like taking that and just using it. Now, listen, man, I'm no engineer, I'm no technician, but come on, man, right? Seriously, it's not like the art department or the sound department has to then work on the networking, okay? These teams are so big that they have dedicated network teams to work this stuff out. Street Fighter 6 had it on launch. Tekken 8 is going to have it on launch. You know why? The reason why crossplay is so important, there's two reasons. One, because it gives you a far bigger pool of players to fight against, right? Or lose against, in my case. Right? But more importantly, it means that if you've got friends that, for whatever reason, they don't have the same console as you, or you don't have the same console as them, or they're on PC and you're on console, right? Then it allows people to still play together and it doesn't matter. And I'm not talking about just real life friends, I'm talking about online friends as well. Some of them might have an Xbox, but it's like, hey, let's play some Mortal Kombat. It shouldn't even be a thing, man, right? It shouldn't even be a thing. Oh, we'll implement it after launch. How about implement it now, right? Take some of that $1 billion, you know, and instead of wasting your time in trying to like uglify the women in this game to a degree, although they might be fixed, but we'll find out in a couple of days, right? I will give my personal beautician experience opinion. Right? Launch is just around the corner and we can't wait for everyone to sink their teeth into MK1. Of course you can't. Don't forget the pre-order. Don't forget the pre-order to get Shang Tsung, which, by the way, Shang Tsung looks, you know, absolutely bat-poo crazy. But crossplay. Regarding crossplay, it will not be available at launch, but no, we are hard at work at implementing the feature into the game and will be coming post-launch. Wow, post-launch. When is that? Is that in a week? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 3 months? A year? When is this gonna kick in? Okay. Like, I mean, I know there's a lot of offline content. Obviously, Invasions is massive mode. You got the story mode. You got just playing the towers where you'll get endings and stuff. But, you know, some of the people out there who just want to jump into competitive, like me, who just might want to be like, yeah, man, we'll just jump in and muck around, right? Can't do it because Warner Brothers spent more of their money elsewhere, right? You know, it's kind of funny. You know, it's hilarious when you think about it, right? And you see all the big names, and I'm not against like the big names, you know, like Megan Fox and Dave Bautista and all that sort of stuff, like being attached to the product in some way. However, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you could take some of that funds and, you know what I'm saying, right? Now, that's not to say that the pool of people won't be big on either platform, right? It's going to be massive pretty much everywhere. Right? I've never had issues fighting or finding people online in the entirety of MK11. My only issue with MK9 and MK10 was the fact that the technology was different that they were using, right? So it was still basically like if you're in a certain vicinity, so for me in Australia, the only people I can fight pretty much are people in New Zealand. That's as far as I can go before it will literally disconnect. It was the same in MK10, and then in MK11 it actually improved, right? So that's the wonderful thing about the modern day too, with fighting games and online games in general. The connectivity issues are great. You know, like they're very minimal. They're great by and large. You know. So I guess I'm just, you know, what I mean is like, you know, it's disappointing at the poor, you know, the stricken, right? The nearly homeless multi-billion-dollar company can't afford to just, I don't know, man, hire an extra team or so if you're that far behind it, right? You know what I mean? It's just a pest, man. It's a great pest, right? You know? Particularly when you see everyone else being able to do it without even just a sweat. You know, they just do it. It's a fighting game, right? And I don't hear crap about these people. Oh, well, you know, I saw this one post on Steam for it reckons, oh, as soon as he moved to fighting games on consoles, there was no more cheaters. Listen, clown, there are going to be cheaters everywhere. If you don't think you can cheat on these consoles, you are ignoramus. You are stupid, right? With a capital S. I mean, seriously, you really think that PC's the only one? Okay, it's very difficult. I mean, they do have things like anti-cheat type measures and all sorts of stuff in place. Yeah, people can get around it, but not en masse, right? It's not going to be like 50-50. It might be like less than like, oh god, I mean, geez, like maybe even less than 1%. I don't think I've come across a single cheater when I've played online in MK11. I mean, the whole game's a cheat, right? Cheated me out of my money and my time and my self-respect, right? But regardless, right? You know, it's, you know, I apart from people who, you know, might be unplugging their modem cable, because I'll start beating them, and then suddenly there'll be connection errors. Like a little icon shows up for the Ethernet cable. It's like, You're screaming out to your brother Billy, Billy! Disconnect the internet again, I'm losing! Just say it, man, right? It could be happening, who knows? Anyway, this is just, you know. It's just, you know. And then Brisk Walk says cross progression too. I mean, I'm assuming that would, you know, that'll come in as well. I'm happy with PC right now. Good on, excellent. Light them up, Johnny. Already cancelled my PS Plus membership. Sony ain't screwing me with those price increases. Yeah, well, that's the thing too. Like, this is the funny thing. I want to play it on console. It's like, dude, listen, man, you are being effed in the ass with that no reach around. Seriously, you are paying to play online for the rest of your bought and paid for game. Are you out of your mind? Seriously? This is. And then they got the balls to sit there and go, oh, PC's full of cheaters. Man, Sony is cheating you out of your cash. You and Microsoft. We can literally have the same game. I'm gonna have Mortal Kombat 1. Do you know how much I gotta pay to play online? Right? It's in the same shape as my butthole. Okay? Fat zero. Well, maybe not fat, but well, sometimes you do a big poo. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Zero. This is what like these companies do. They make you think, oh, you're getting more for your money. Oh, but I get free games. Listen, man, if you've got to pay to get something, and then you stop paying and you stop access to that thing that you thought you owned, it ain't free. And if you got to pay something anyway, it ain't free. I don't know how hard it is for people to understand. Anyway, right? Thank you for the communication. Some people really easily pleased, aren't they? Right? Yeah, I really don't, you know, and this is the funny part, right? This is the funny part. It's not just PC. It seems like it's everything, right? Every platform is going to be an island until they implement crossplay, right? So that's the funny part. So for all the console people that are going, you know, and I would never in a billion years go out and buy a console and the game just to have the bigger population. I've been playing fighting games on PC for years. And I will not abandon the platform for a bigger pool of people. Why? Because the PC platform deserves to also have a massive fighting game community too. And some of us want it to grow. If you just cut and run, then then it just keeps failing, you know what I mean? So, you know, I will always champion the PC community for fighting games and pushing that forward, because we absolutely are growing year on year. It's amazing. It's really, really cool, right? So, yeah, so they're not even being specific, which means to me that, yeah, you ain't getting even crossplay across consoles with PlayStation and Xbox. Because if you were, they would have said it, right? They would have taken the sting out of this post by adding, yeah, but don't worry, between Xbox and PlayStation, you'll be fine, right? And listen, that's the thing though, like they literally, because they've got to be really careful, right? Like you got to be really careful, okay? You know, that's why they quietly removed crossplay from the Steam page, because they could get hit with lawsuits and all sorts of stuff for false advertising, right? So, and they obviously don't want to give it in piecemeal either. They don't want to just give some platforms, because then other people will be like, well, F you, I'm just going to refund my game and I'm out. That's it. Gone. So, you know, they're going, look, we'll just take it all out. We'll fix it. We'll make sure it's all working for everything. Then we'll put it in, and then we'll figure out nuance and, you know, issues and fixing up stuff like that later on. So, anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. Catch you next time.